There are many things that we study in school, but we don't really apply them in practical life. And if we actually apply them in practical life, our life will be so much better. One of those things, and I've actually learned to do it these days, is opportunity cost. We learned it in economics. When we are talking about opportunity cost, we are talking about considering the foregone alternative whenever you make a decision. Whatever you're doing with your money right now, there's something you could be doing with that money at that point. So when you start considering your alternative, the choices you make and what you could have made, right, if you made the other choice, you are going to find yourself making good decisions in your life. If I compile all the times I used to watch movie when I was younger, and then I exchanged that time for learning how to code or something when I was younger, instead of watching Korean movies and all that, I'm learning how to code. By now, I know where I could have been in my career and everything. So the cost of those movies I was watching is the life I could have had if I used those moments to actually learn something else. Do you understand? So at every point, understand that you could actually be doing something better than what you're doing right now, and it could actually take you to a better place. I think that's what Paul was actually talking about when he meant walk circumspectly, not as fools but as wise, redeeming the time, for the days are evil. That when you're doing things, you should consider your opportunity cost. To walk, most times in the scripture, when you see things like walking with the Lord and walking in his ways, it signifies decisions. For instance, if you have between going to market and sleeping, you discover that any decision you make now will open up a new path in your life. Because if you're sleeping, probably something happens on the road, probably an accident or anything fun, or you meet somebody. If you were sleeping, you will not meet the person. So anytime we take a decision in our life, we are actually opening up a new path for ourselves. So this place say walk circumspectly. That when you are walking, when you're making these decisions, consider the fact that there are opportunity costs to what you're doing. That thing you're doing right now, is it the best use of your time? Say redeem your time. And why does he say we should redeem our time? Because the days are evil. What does it mean that the days are evil? It means that the default setting of the world is tragedy. I want you to understand this, which means if you're living your life to run by default, you are most likely going to land yourself in a circumstance that you don't like. You're going to see yourself in a place that you don't want. By default, the days are evil.